Here they go into the back. The blue line on. We have a race, and Satnova's beaten Pure Steel out by a length and a half.
Welcome to Talking Trots, hosted by Morts and Michael Radley on Tab Radio, Racing and Sport.
The sensational Sydney sider, Seals to Sam, comes off the back straight. He's a bucket load of alliteration, this fellow.
Scott Bomber Hill will join the boys to look at the Friday night meeting at Gloucester Park.
Here comes Quinny. I'm the mighty Queen is 4 deep and letting go.
Sit back and enjoy Talking Trots with Morts and Michael Radley.
I'm the mighty Queen is just in front. Dasher VC can do no more. And the West Australian champion has done it again.
Yes, hello and welcome to another big edition of Talking Trots. And this week we have the 4-year-old championship, the first leg of the Triple Crown in the 4-year-olds, and that culminates in the Retrovision Golden Nugget in November. And this is the first leg. It's a pretty good leg as well. And we'll talk to Greg Bond of Team Bond about his chances. He's got a couple in the 4-year-old championship, plus a number of really good chances in other races, including the Derby Prelude and also the free-for-all with Minstrel and G. He's a Sport going around last week. Our guest, Gary Hall Sr., got the cash with faking it in the Oaks. And as I welcome in Glen Mortimer, faking it. Geez, she was just a really dominant winner in the Oaks. On paper, it looked like she was a really good chance, but she was far too good. Morts.
Yes. Hello, Michael.
Hello, and welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back after a couple of days up there.
How was it before you answered the Oaks question? How was it?
Look, it was really good. I think it's something you would enjoy.
I don't think so. Just from what you're going off with a number of people in one tent in the rain,
and it was blowing a gale, so that was it was challenging. But one thing I've learned, I've been to the caravan park at Moore River, Gilderton.
Yes, yes, with the cranky grandma next door.
I think grandma's deceased. I think so. She's gone. But I've been there a couple of times. It's been Oaks night, and both times I've run second. So I'm guessing I won't be going back on any Oaks night ever again. But, she was incredible faking it.
Yeah, really good.
Just good. You know, I mean, she got to the breeze and just... it was a great drive by Madison Brown and far too strong. Far too strong.
Ran second. Ruby Oliveira, good run?
Yeah, really happy with the run. Good drive, Kyle Harper. Got off the fence, which was a good thing to do, given the leader, gave a bit of ground towards the end, and she had a chance, but the winner was far too good. Far too good.
Yep, it really was. In a race that Senior says he hasn't had a great deal of luck in or hasn't been able to win, and just took luck out of the equation.
Certainly did, and it was a big win. And there was certainly a bit of barracking going on in the caravan park, which is normally pretty quiet. So we were pretty popular. But no, I think next time I go camping, Michael, I'll make sure you're on the invite. That's for sure. No doubt you'd like it. A great night by Bomber, +8. And a good weekend by our very good friend Ollie Cownie. Had a nice weekend, some nice price. I think there was one around the $4.40 and one close to $3 and another one. So good weekend by Ollie and a good weekend by Bomber. So we made our man the nude nut. It wasn't required at any stage over the weekend. Good show. Now, how's Mum?
Really good. Yeah,
good.
Got some promising news during the week. So
glad to hear that.
Rolling through.
Very good. Now, talking of news, Michael.
Yes.
Big news. Big news. Announced yesterday the sale of Tab Radio.
Yes, to SEN.
SEN, have they sold the license?
Well, it's still got to go through due diligence. So I'm not too sure. I only know what was in the press release. So obviously SEN are expanding. They've got the RSN in Melbourne as well as SEN Track as well, which is here in WA, but also in the eastern states. So be interesting to see what comes out of that.
Is it a good thing for WA, or we're not sure?
Not sure. Well, I don't know what the deal is. Obviously, the press release said there's a 4-year deal as well for content.
Right.
So you'd imagine there'd be requirements for WA content, and which will be facilitated. So it'd be interesting. I'm not too sure. That's I know what was in the press release.
Yeah, okay. No, it'd be interesting, but that was big news. It kind of came out of left field a little bit. I know they've been talking about it for a period of time, but
they had you hear things going on, in the background, but I think it came up quite sudden. So, but yeah, really interesting. They've probably got about a month of due diligence to do.
Yep.
Which will take them through to November, and then it'll proceed, which will probably take a couple of weeks, I'd imagine. But the RSM went through pretty quick because you sort of switch a button and whatever else. So, but yeah, they've got racing content. Obviously, a lot of racing content.
Yep.
Gareth does the Giddy Up show, and he does a fair bit of harness racing on that in Facing the Breeze. So I'd imagine there'd be more WA content on that. Not that he already does WA content on that, but I'm not too sure how it'll shake out. But interesting times ahead.
Because we've been very fortunate, I've always thought, in WA, we've got, without a doubt, the best harness preview. The Gloucester Park preview on a Friday morning is the best. Great
100%. And
quality of textures has been outstanding.
Not only that, like it's an institution, and obviously the guys that are there now do a great job with Matt hosting and Silky and also Trent and Ollie fills in. And I'd imagine most people in the industry listen to it. Like even our guest who's coming up, Greg Bond, they mentioned his birthday last week, and everyone was congratulating him on track. Like everyone he ran into was like, they listened to the preview, they heard it on the preview. And obviously, you're a sponsor. It's your preview, so you know how much feedback you get from it.
It's fantastic,
and those sort of things, and your question and the amount of people that send in their responses and stuff like that. So let's hope that the harness racing content is particularly the preview continues. But there's obviously got to be changes because you're changing from one to the other. But let's hope that the preview and other harness content.
You mean the number one harness racing podcast in Australia?
Talking Trots. I think we're well down their priorities.
Actually, Michael, if you Google the top harness racing podcasts in Australia, this one comes up at number 2.
Does it?
It does.
What's it behind?
I don't know if there's a third one, but it does come up number 2.
There you go.
So look, we'll just wait, as you said, wait and see what happens. But we'd love to maintain and improve wherever possible our level of exposure, because we've been very lucky with Tab Radio. We've had some great exposure of harness racing,
and it's also brought through a lot of talent, like blokes like Matt Young and the like, and Ollie's come through now.
Yep.
And the amount of talent that's come through.
Hayden King, all that, it's been great.
Being able to come through on Tab Radio and gone on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Let's hope that that they still foster that talent. And,
we've launched many a career, Michael.
Well, we have, even from SEN.
Yes, we have. So it's certainly going to be interesting.
Everyone's got onto bigger and better things that have worked with us, Mort. So
it's certainly going to be interesting to see how it.
No doubt, Hutchie will be on the phone to you very shortly
with a massive contract to lock us away.
100% on what you're on now.
Correct. Yeah, correct. But anyway, we digressed. Harness racing last Friday night at Gloucester Park. Great night of harness racing. Sweet Coco bullied its way to the front, won very easily. Alta Tribute had to fight pretty hard in the end, but it was good to see him put it all together and get the win.
Wasn't it a good sustained run?
It really was, and fought on really, really well. Sweet Lucifer came into it well late and then did well to outstay Sugar Delight. Rock Artist looked for some early cover, got out near the turn and motored over the last 50 metres to beat Lusaka.
Lusaka looked like he had it on the turn, looked like he was going to win. Yeah.
And just got nailed. Faking It, we've spoken about. Penny Black got to the breeze.
Good run.
Gee, she's good. She's so strong. Once she gets to the breeze, very hard to beat. Captain Ravishing got into a good position early, then was too good late. A big run by Hotly Pursued. It just fought on after because it got drilled by Mr. Smarty.
Yep, Protest upheld as well. There was tightening in the home straight where the second and third were reversed, but across the line there wasn't much between. It was a neck ahead. Yeah, no, it was a very good run. Rackloo worked to the front, was far too good. Better Fortune continued, and Sky High Adder
wasn't anywhere to be seen in the picture and just flew home for Jocelyn Young for a great win. So, of course, last week's guest, Gary Hall Senior, just rocked up and had a treble, as you'd expect, and Gary Hall Jr. had a treble on Friday night. Saturday at Northern was a driving treble for Emily Savelko and a driving double to my man Trent Wheeler. Sunday at Collie, apart from a couple of hard luck stories on the punt, I
don't think he's going to get over it,
No, I don't think so. Driving double, Lauren Harper, Shannon Savelko and Emily Savelko. She's driving well, Emily. And Monday at Pinjarra was a driving double to Dylan Edgerton Green. Nothing to report at GP on a big week of harness racing. Glad to be back and...
you look refreshed, Morts.
Oh, I do feel refreshed. Took the grandson fishing. And
beautiful.
Had a bit of fun. Caught some little silver bream. You give him a kiss and throw him back. And I can see you'd be a pretty good fisherman, wouldn't you, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah, really good. You go down the shop.
You get the ones with chips.
Yeah, no. Where you can. Pauline Rizzoli, the Costi brothers. You walk through the Corinthian doors, through to the Costi brothers, and you get your fish.
Yeah, no, it was a good week, and good to be back. And thanks to Ollie for filling in again.
Did a great show.
That was a good show.
He was running, he was pressing buttons, he was getting back, he was all over the shop. But it
was great. I think the caravan park had to listen to the Talking Trots when I had it on the Bluetooth speaker at about 8:30 at night with the Fosters.
Do we count them in the ratings?
Oh, that absolutely it does. Yeah, that takes us up to 7. Yeah.
That's very good.
Very good. So good to be back.
Yep. And our guest last week, as you said, had a big night. Gary Hall Senior. His owners were over from Melbourne as well, so they really enjoyed the night. And as usual, when you come on the show,
you just get a double as a minimum, and he got a treble. And geez, the stable just continues to fire.
Yeah, they're ramping right up now, aren't they?
Continues to fire.
Yeah, they're ramping right up. And unfortunate news, Cyclone Geordie going amiss, which he spoke about, and his two-year-olds have gone out for a break as well that went so well in the Golden Slipper. But sad news about
Cyclone Geordie. Yeah,
Cyclone Geordie. He's vying for the best 3-year-old in Australasia, I reckon.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Anyway, but our guest tonight is one half of Team Bond, and no doubt, looking through their runners tomorrow night, they've got a chance of picking up 2 or 3 races as well.
Certainly do. And
one of them is the top-ranked 4-year-old for the Retrovision Golden Nugget on Friday, November 7. And I speak of Just Call Me Mickey, who bounced back to the winners list last start at Pinjarra, had the good draw. Denny Roberts took the big fella straight to the front and opened him up in the straight to run home in 26.6. And here is Just Call Me Mickey winning the Pinjarra 4-year-old Classic.
Into the straight, it's Just Call Me Mickey. Wave right into the tab touch sprint lane. Then Franco Motu, but he's pulling out plenty. Just Call Me Mickey. He's going to lead all the way in the Pinjarra 4-year-old Classic and win 3/4. Just Call.
Yeah, he's a strong winner. Just Call Me Mickey. Good to see him back in the winners list. And one half of the training combination joins us right now from Team Bond. Greg Bond. Bondy, welcome to the program.
Good evening, lads. How are we doing?
Yeah, really good. And I tell you what, you were very popular on track last week. Everyone you ran into was congratulating you on your birthday.
I don't know how sincere all of them were, but anyway, we'll take it.
How was your birthday?
Oh, it was good. Actually good. Yeah, no, we went into town a bit earlier and went up to that double tree down on the
nice.
near the bell tower up at that bar there, and just had a couple of drinks and just wandered into the trots from there. So no, it was all pretty cruisy, but very enjoyable. Thank you.
And got a lift home, and Ollie settles the drive of the night. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Young Elliot cannot do no wrong.
Yeah, no.
He said it was the best drive of the night, on or off the track.
Yeah, well, when I'm in the car, he's under more pressure than Viveridge is chewing gum, so don't worry about
that. Mate, you've got a really good team heading to Gloucester Park tomorrow night, and you've got a number in the Derby Prelude, in the free-for-alls, and a couple in the 4-year-old race. You're really cranking up for the Summer Carnival.
Yeah. Well, we've had a number of 3-year-olds and just been trying to place them in the system. They're sort of unable to run in a lot of races on the Mondays and Tuesdays with the conditions put on them. So we've just been ticking them over. But yeah, obviously this time of year, heading into the Derby now, it gives them a bit more of a green light to race a bit more consistently, and hopefully we can get some numbers in the Derby and give us some strength that way.
And in the first, which is the WA Derby Prelude, which is, no surprise, preferential barrier draw, got Jack Culligan aboard when in Vegas, which was last start 5th, beaten 8.2 metres, but drawn well. Then out in 8, you've got a Rumble Strip with Denny aboard, won its last 3 and sat in the breeze and won all 3. And then you've got a couple off the back line in Kinky and Captain's Creek. So certainly got some very good chances in the race, Bondi. How do you see this one playing out?
I haven't. Probably my thought is I'd like to give When in Vegas his chance in front this week. He went to the line, really couldn't really get a good run at him on the last Friday night, and we did zip home in 27-2, 27-3. So I was quite happy with that effort. His form has been pretty solid throughout this campaign and got good gate speed. So yeah, probably I'm leaning towards probably giving him his chance out in front tomorrow night. Rumble Strip. Out wide, he's probably the pick of the 4. Very tough horse, probably lacks a bit of high speed. So yeah, he'll have to work into it. Either come with one run or try and get to the breeze mid race. That might not be a happening thing if When in Vegas leads. So yeah, he'll probably have to come with a run. Kinky was quite happy with her running the Oaks last Friday night. She actually got hampered for room late. Otherwise, she would have been top 5 for sure. She came through that great. So her getting a nice run back on the fence and getting clear air late, you'd probably see her finishing in the top 3 or 4. And Captain's Creek, probably the lesser of the 4, especially from the barrier draw. But he's an honest enough horse, but you'd be looking for something a bit easier or a better barrier for him.
Looking at Rumble Strip and When in Vegas, just outside the top 12 at the moment. So be looking for a good showing. I've read that right, haven't I, Michael? Yep, outside the top 12. So
I can tell you, Paint the Palette is out.
Yep.
So you're up. Rumble Spirit and When in Vegas are up more than one there, but Belly Up is also in the rankings as well that you haven't raced this week.
Yeah, he raced last Friday and found the line quite generously from last in that Derby Prelude. So he'll go to the Western Gateway next Friday, and then all being well, there we'll probably go straight into the Derby from that. There is a heat in between, so we'll make that assessment after next Friday with all our horses, which ones maybe need to go and present themselves on that Friday before the Derby. We'll just make that call after next weekend.
And Better Fortune, he'll probably go Western Gateway as well?
Yep. Yeah, he'll go West. At this stage, Western Gateway and straight into the Derby. He had a couple of runs 2 weeks in a row back from a little break, and he jumping out of his skin. So happy as you can be with him. And we'll just do the Western Gateway, and then at this point in time, just go straight into the Derby with him.
Well, hopefully When in Vegas with Jack Callaghan on board can get to the front and hold the lead out of the gates and see how he can finish for you at the end of the night. And then in race 2, got the Little Master first up after a break. Hasn't been seen at the trials over the 2130. One off the back line in barrier 11. Fairly even field there, Bondi. How do you see him playing out first up?
Look, he's working good enough. Otherwise, he wouldn't be at the races. Probably for his racing pattern. Again, I haven't had a chat with Denny what her thoughts are, but I'm thinking probably going to the fence. Just not sure how Chili Punter, where he'll be, but if he holds up near the lead, just sometimes you get in the running line and you end up a long way back. But maybe that's an option. As I said, I'll have a chat with Denny and just get her viewpoint on how she sees the race mapping out. And if it seems prudent to stay off the fence, that's what'll happen. But if not, our default position will obviously go to the fence. And it wouldn't surprise me to see him find the line generously. Probably not a winning chance in this race. How it's probably going to pan out, but it'll be a nice first up run for him to get him set up for the rest of his campaign.
Yeah, it's fairly even field in that race there over the 2130. So, and then of course race 4, which is the book into Beau Rivage for fireworks night. Mobile pace over the 2130. Couple of very, very big chances here, Bondi. He's a Sport in Gate 2 with Stuart McDonald on board, and in Gate 4 you have Minstrel with Denny Roberts. Which one's the leader, Bondi?
Good question. As you know, Longreach Bay's got very, very good gate speed, so he'll clearly, I would have thought, early hold up. So I guess Stewie will just have to decide. I mean, he's not going to get around that horse. Bricky's Dream will probably go forward early. I would think Longreach Bay will be looking for a trail against these better performed horses, I would have thought. But I'll just see how they both come off the arm. But as you know, Minstrel's only heading in one direction. He's a Sport will be looking to take advantage of the barrier as well, and probably a bit mindful. We've got a horse called Mr. Smarty who's going to be following our jackets everywhere we go. So it's going to be a test of horse and drivers for rating them, but. Both our two have trained on Lovely since their most recent efforts, and expect them. We've had a bit of luck with the barrier draw, so we'll definitely be looking to take advantage of that, and hopefully one of them can get the job done for us. Is
he still the top rater, Minstrel, Bondi, in the camp?
Oh yeah, for sure. As we speak, look, he someone hasn't stuck there. I mean, he's a Sport is works with him equally at home, but Minstrel's got the runs on the board, and he's still our number one seed as we speak. As I said, he's an 8-year-old now, so I'm not sure how many miles he's got left in his legs, Rads. But at this point in time, he's showing no signs of turning his toes up or not being interested. He's working strong, and he's been doing a lot of beach work in the last week down there, which we found really helped him last campaign. So he's our number one elect as I speak anyway.
Yeah, well, he's never missed a battle either. He's right in the thick of it every race.
Yeah, well, that's his pattern, and it served him well over the years, and he hasn't disgraced himself. He's been a wonderful horse for us.
Certainly looks to be a terrific race. Anyway, as you said, with Longreach Bay and Bricky's Dream, they got that pace early, and then he's a Sport with Minstrel, your two, and as you said, camped off you is Mr. Smarty. So certainly looks to be
and never ending as well. Morts, if there was a high speed race and he got a good jacket into it, especially on the back of Mr. Smarty, well. We know the quality of your horse and what he can do, so it wouldn't be surprised to see him getting the job done either. But anyway, time will tell.
Yeah, look, it was certainly a good first up run, and as we know with Justin Prentice, they tend to come on in leaps and bounds. So just drawn 8, but anyway, just looks to be a great race, and we'll certainly see how that pans out. And then next we go to the Taste of WA 4-year-old Championship, which has always been a terrific race. Group 3 over the 2,130 metres. Golden Load in 4. Stewie McDonald and Just Call Me Mickey inside of the back line for Denny Roberts, so drawn directly behind Copycat Queen. Nice, very nice field, Bondi. How do you see this race playing out at the start?
Yeah, it's again probably Just Call Me Mickey is. He's definitely a horse that's going places for us. The barrier draw sort of evens everything up a little bit there with his barrier, and probably a little bit inclined again. I guess Danny can make that call out there, a little bit inclined to maybe just let him stay on the fence and back ourselves on getting out, which might not occur if we did that. But yeah, again, I haven't actually spoken to Denny to get her viewpoint on it. But you look, trained on great from Pinjarra, closed out in a really strong last half. I think it was 54 and a piece at Pinjarra. So he's right on top of his game. And Golden Load, I thought was quite good at Pinjarra. He had to get going. He got going at about the 900, 3 deep, led that line up, and didn't get beat a long way in that quick last half. So if Stewie can get him into a a nice position, and again there's some good tempo on. No secret that we've got a really high opinion of him, and his numerical form probably doesn't support that at the moment. But he only needs a good trip, and he can definitely play.
And really interesting, Bondi, is that Copycat Queen's drawn one. We know how good she is, but she's more known for sitting off the pace and coming with one run, and she's going to have to lead. Well, I don't think she has to lead, but more likely she's probably going to lead in this race, and it's going to be a really good pointer to see where she's at.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with some horses is, I think Copycat's been sat up a bit, but without just knowing the races deeply, the ones that I have seen, a lot of the time she's drawn poorly, so it's probably been in her best interest to be sat up anyway, whereas she gets the opportunity now in a nice race to take advantage of that. So I'm thinking she'd be wanting to hold up, but I guess that's a question for Aidan on course. But but as I said, if she's not going to, if Danny thinks she's taking a trail, well, we'd probably be just getting off the fence and running our own race. But yeah, a little bit tricky, but that's racing, as they say.
Indeed. And you finish off with another 4-year-old who's 17th in the rankings for the Golden Nugget in Tooraloo, who was a really nice 3-year-old and had a bit of an indifferent campaign, only his 3 runs last time in. How's he coming up first up?
Yeah, good. We had a few issues there with him. Just settling. He got a bit revvy on us at home, and we had to check him out, and we found he had pretty bad ulcers as well, so we treated him for that. He's come around now. He's always been a little bit highly strung, but yeah, he was just a bit of a handful at home. But his last 2 or 3 track runs have been, he's come around to our way of thinking. So he's one. He's ready to go. Expecting to run a very good race Friday night, and he's probably one that we will be trying to. We'll probably head to the next major 4-year-old with the view of hopefully getting him into into a nugget. He ran 3rd in the Derby last year after facing the breeze all the way, so he was far from disgraced in that. And he's a horse with his fair share of ability. So hopefully he'll perform well tomorrow night, and it'll be a good stepping stone to the next few weeks.
All right, and how did Artie by the Seaside pull up after her really good second on Friday night?
Yeah, great. Yeah. I was really happy with that effort because the sectionals were all against her, and she got home great. We're just sort of juggling her at the moment. We're just trying to get a foal out of her this year. So we'll hopefully get her inseminated next week, and I'm trying to juggle that with racing is a little bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, we'll try and flush an embryo out of her and keep her racing for the November races as well, which should, if we could do both, would be great.
Yeah, wouldn't it? really. It's and like not only is her breeding is great, but geez, they're down by the seaside. Haven't they taken off in the last year or two?
Yeah. When anyone mentions one for sale and it's down by the seaside, you prick your ears and have a closer look. It's they've really hit hit the ground a lot of the horses now, and doing really good jobs, and not just colts, fillies as well. He looks like a stallion that, a bit like Bettor's Delight. It doesn't matter whether it's male or female. He can throw a real good one.
Bonnie, really appreciate you taking your time. We know you're busy. You've got some cricket coaching to do, so we'll let you get into it. And
good on you.
We might see you at the track.
Good on you. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good on you. Greg Bond there, and part of Team Bond. And he and Sky rolled up last week and ran into him and had a good time. They were celebrating Bondy's birthday. And tell you what, he's got they've got a lot of really good chances tomorrow night. Nothing, I don't think, stands out. But it wouldn't surprise if they walked away with 3 winners.
Yeah, no, they've got a really good night. Interesting in the first race, and that is going to be an interesting race. Obviously, He's a Sport and Minstrel, 2 of the top seeds, and then when you look at the 4-year-old championship, Golden Load. I think its form's been very good, and Just Call Me Mickey. So got some big chances, and Tualoo, if Tualoo returned to the form.
Won 7 races as a 3-year-old.
It was amazing, yeah. And then just as Bondy said, just had that had a few problems last time, being a bit revvy, but it'd be interesting. So potentially a good night for Team Bond, and of course they've been on the show, Michael.
Yes,
so
that
that's
helps.
just go and pencil in a double.
You've got to work out which one.
Yeah,
because there's a few in each race.
That's the problem. But
now our guest was, before we get into more news about the rankings, was brought to you by Snooze Cannington and Coburn. Our great mate, Lane, down there, Lane Tomich. Down there at Cannington and Coburn. If you need anything in bedding, bed frames, mattresses,
bases, bedroom furniture, bedroom linen,
yeah.
Anything you want. All the good brands too, Michael. They've got Sealy, they've got Slumberland, they've got Temper. You can get up to 40 months interest free if it's been a bad night on the punt.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can just go and pay cash, because I'm sure if you walked in there with a wad of cash, I'm pretty sure Lane will just look after you even more. They're at 50 William Street in Cannington, or South Central Shopping Centre. They're on Armadale Road, Snooze, Cannington and Coburn.
Indeed.
Lane Tomich.
Yeah, good people.
Terrific people, aren't they?
Yeah,
always
really
here when the horses
Yeah.
race. They don't care if they draw barrier 9 and they're
doesn't matter.
Whatever price, they just come and have a look.
Yep, and the whole family comes out as well.
Yep.
No,
it's really great. Good. The kids are good fun. They got a fantastic photo of the 2 boys in the track, and Junior did the right thing and hopped in the photo with them. So that was great. No, they love it. Come down and have a terrific night.
All right, we're going to get new rankings after Friday night's 4-year-old championship in Morts, but for the Retrovision Golden Nugget, we have Just Call Me Mickey up the top, Menemsha Wave Rider, Copycat Queen, Waterloo, Golden Load, Franco Motsu, Bettor's Pride, Cabernet, Alta Tribute, Lion Queen, Mickey's Pride is the top 12, and then you've got Safer, Blaze Away, Pete's Honour, Sweet Pins, Tooraloo, My Lightning Banner, Dawson, Dark Eyes. So I don't think there's too many surprises there. There might be a couple, depending on how Friday nights goes, changes.
A couple of horses there with an opportunity. I mean, Safer's right on the cusp and it's racing. Blaze Away, 14, Sweet Pins.
Yep.
Good. It's racing Friday night. Tooraloo. So there's a couple there that can push.
Yeah, they can push up. We mentioned the Derby rankings. They're not out till the next Retrovision Golden Nugget rankings are it's on Monday, 13th of October in the red there.
Oh yeah, 13th of October.
Now the week after is the Sky Racing WA Derby. At the moment we've got Fake In It and Better Fortune who have secured starts because they've won the Battle of Bunbury and also the WA Oaks.
Yep.
So they're through. Actually, no, sorry. Better Fortune won the Cyclone Geordie won the Battle of Bunbury, but is scratched. Better Fortune won the first of the preludes. So they go through. Chase Me's in there, Lazy Days, Captain Sterling, Seaside Magic, Belly Up, Runkle Crunch, Lincoln Lou, who's in on Friday night. It's My Time, Last Hard Copy, and Troubadour, who's also Bondies.
Yep.
They're sort of the top 12, and then we've got a few others. Ruby Livera, would you be pressing on for the Derby, Ruby Livera, or you?
Oh, no, I think, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
she's in the rankings. You're currently Ruby there is 16.
Yeah, no, I don't think she'll be.
It's a big ask for a filly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, look, she's been wonderful for us, and I think she'll probably give it a miss.
Yep. And there was the West Storm Airs Classic, which is on Friday, 21st of November. Artie by the Seaside, not surprisingly, top ranked. Not surprising, Penny Black 2, Heavenly Gypsy 3, Little Darling, Wonderful to Fly, who returned to racing last week, Copycat Queen, Waterloo Lion Queen, Sweet Vivian, Dame Valor, Faking It, Reb Line, Chili Punter, Queen in the Corner, that rounds out the 14. Then It's My Time, Altalure, Nassi Vera, Madam Publisher, Starlight Dream, Soho Seraphine is the top 20.
It's a great field.
Yeah.
Some really
quality
horses.
It's going to be a great race.
Yeah, terrific.
Really good race.
Really good race.
So
it's all hotting up. It's great.
Yeah, and the next one of those isn't until the 27th of October. But just keep on, each Monday there's going to be rankings for whichever race is coming up or whichever's had a feature race.
So we've got derbies, we've got nuggets, we've got mares classics, we've got pacing cups.
What a great time of year, isn't it?
Just fantastic. Really good.
And it's no doubt because everyone's now moved all the big races to this time of year and we all roll through. Yep. Interesting, at Melton on Saturday night we have the heats of the Victoria Derby and also the Victoria Oats, and we've also got the Smoking Up Sprint where we see Leap to Fame go around.
Watched him last Saturday night. Yeah. Gee, it was good. And then how good was Kingman? Yeah,
Kingman was very good. Yeah.
Really good.
He's looking to come over for the Nugget. But I don't know whether flights will be able to help him. But
I tell you what, it'd be great to have him.
But Luke, I know Mick Harvey rang me and he wants to get him over here, but whether that happens or not is
he was awesome beating Swayze, and like you said,
he's a very good. Like they've got a massive opinion of him. They've got a massive
why.
Opinion
of, and Leap to Fame was just a trial.
Yeah,
just a training run.
Yeah, just rolled through and just zipped home. He's very fast. And in New South Wales, we've got the 2-year-old Breeders' Challenge for the fillies and Colts semi-finals. We've also got there's a free-for-all. I think it's the Kevin Robinson. Where are we? Yeah, the Kevin Robinson free-for-all, which we get to see. Hi, my name is Jeff go around in that race. So some big races happening on the eastern states. Unfortunately, the week after, Victoria Derby final clashes with the semi-finals of the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge for 3-year-olds, which is unfortunate. Let's hope we get that sorted out next year.
Yes, and of course, just in our country harness, we've got a couple of nice races. A nice one down there at Collie on Sunday, the John Martin Memorial, and then we've got the Gary and Janine Scott 3-year-old Westbred Great Southern Derby.
Yeah, those country derbies.
Yep.
Derbies.
So a couple
derbies.
of nice.
I say derby.
Derby. Couple of nice races there this weekend in the country. Michael, the election coming up.
For Gloucester Park?
Yes.
It's in full motion.
Very important that people get along and vote.
Yes, it's all electronic and 5 really good candidates, which is really good.
Yeah, saw it came through during the week and had a bit of a read, and very simple process to vote, which is great.
Yeah, the good thing for us, 5 really good candidates.
That's what you want.
And 3 of them, there's 3 positions, so whoever fills the 3 positions, I think it's going to be good for Gloucester Park.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was good. So make sure people get along and vote, have your say.
And speak, if you're a member.
Of course.
Now, speaking of Gloucester Park, Taste of WA starts Friday week, so tomorrow week. And if you book before next Monday, you go in the draw to win a race name, a photo with the winning horse, into the caller's box with Richie Bell. Peter O'Neill will take you personally up there to watch a race with Richie Bell. And he's right in the mobile barrier, the Tab Touch mobile barrier, and he's even going to take you in the steward's room. There's probably going to be a hall in there. Maybe someone else. But yeah, take you into... So it's a really behind-the-scenes experience. So someone who's booked into the Beaurivage for that Friday night will win that, and we'll do it again the Friday night before. Monday before the next
I'll have
Friday.
to book in, Michael, so
You
I
will.
can win one of those.
I'll tell you what,
it'd be great in the barrier.
Have a look at the menu.
Would be great in the barrier.
Have a reel off some of them. There's
Northwest Barramundi. Oh, ceviche, yeah. Oysters, beautiful. Exmouth king prawns. Gin potato salad. Chicken saltambocca. Roasted barramundi fillet. Great southern lamb shoulder. It's a bit for beef. Dripping gin potatoes with garlic and rosemary. So there's something for everybody, Michael.
It's a good buffet.
You've got mussels, you've got crab, you've got brisket, barramundi. Geez, great.
We've got WA
selection.
wines as well.
Yep.
And then, don't forget, after that, the 7th of November, Morts, Italian night featuring
the Retrovision Golden Nugget.
What a great night that's going to be. And we're taking bookings now in the Beau Rivage. The Tab Touch Punters Club is all sold out. You can't get in there. So the next best place to be is the Beau Rivage. Have your own Punters Club.
Without a doubt. Yep. No, it's going to be a big night.
It's a big
fireworks and Golden
2
Nugget.
months coming up for Gloucester Park. And
still my favourite race, the Golden Nugget.
Yeah. Actually, we're looking through different things. Pete's looking for some social media, and I watched today the Sinbad Bay Golden Nugget.
Yeah.
Jeez, he was one of my favourite horses.
Sinbad Bay, yeah.
Vinny Knight.
Vinny Knight, yes. Yeah, no, he was good. Very good.
Yep. So so looking back, so Pete's got to do some old stuff, and even looked at I think for the Derby coming up, I think we looked at we got to produce it, San Simeon versus Gamelite in the WA Derby. So in the lead up to the Derby in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So great races, some just iconic races here at WA, and tell you what, we're in for some really good races coming up with the colour of horses that we've read out for these rankings.
That's fantastic. That mare's classic. Wow.
Yep.
That's extraordinary. Should be great.
And then leading into the Pacing Cup, we've got all those good horses coming back. And
great time of year.
It certainly is. All right, Morts. Now this segment, that bit of news was brought to you by Loans 123. We didn't need him last week.
Not required. No, the nude nut, Steve Sell, not required.
No, all your car loans, debt consolidations, all your personal finance. Who do you see?
The nude nut, Steve Sell.
At loans123.com.au, or that very easy to remember number, which we didn't need last week. 1-800.
100. Still doing things the banks can't, Michael. And trust me, if Stevie can't help you, you're in a bit of pain. Bit of pain.
Yes.
Because he can get you sorted. If you don't like going to the car yard, talk to the great man.
Yeah, he'll look after you. He takes you through all the steps. Make sure you don't get
sorted for you.
Make sure you don't get rorted. He's a great man.
He certainly is. And speaking of great men,
yes,
as you throw off to the break.
Yeah, it's really sad news come through. Actually, a bit of sad news. Warren Huntley passed away. During the form expert who would have been heard on Tab Radio a lot, and a really good fella, Warren Huntley, but a man I was really close to and was a great friend, Hilton Donaldson, passed away at only 60.
60, yeah.
Yeah. Where I knew Hilton before I got to Sky Channel. He was called the Provincials. John Tapp was the number one caller, and he was number two in Sydney. And I used to go to every Wyong meeting, so I spent a lot of time in his caller's box at the Thoroughbred meetings there. And then when I went to Sky Channel, he was one of the first blokes who welcomed me, and I spent a lot of time at his house with his family. And I remember his son Zane being born, and he was really good. On a Thursday night, we'd all go out for to watch greyhound racing because he'd do the form.
Yeah, okay.
But it'd be the who's who. It'd be myself, Sam Nadai, Ryan Phelan, Stephen Fletcher, the big punter, would be there. Blokes like Mitchell Lamb, who's now just got a job as the thoroughbred manager racing manager at Thoroughbred Racing New Zealand, who's been all over the world. Andrew Brown, who does social media in America for Churchill Downs and all that. So all these blokes that come through, and we'd all go there, and Donnie would be the star of the show. He was a great man, and when I was living over around the corner from him, we used to go to Harold Park every Friday night together because he'd call and I'd do the hosting, and spent a lot of time with Hilton, and he was just such a great caller. We had Kev Thompson calling for 2KY, and Hilton had called for Sky, and was just a great man. And actually, I remember when he moved to South Australia, I had to go and host an Adelaide Cup in the Greyhounds, and Neil Brown, who's chairman of Sandown, who were all great mates, and we went to the cricket and spent the day. It was me, myself, Neil, Hilton, and his son Ethan, and just spent the day. It was a great day at the cricket, and really good, and really unfortunate because he was such a great caller.
He was, and 60 years of age is far too young.
Yeah, really sad, and I know a lot of people, and like very close to Darren Flindell and guys like that, and Sam Nadai and all those guys. So everyone who worked with Hilton has got a great Hilton story. Like he was a very funny man as well, but very generous and very loyal.
I read a piece about him. He was always the practical joker,
he's the loudest. He led everyone, and he's a great man. And one of my favourite all-time harness calls is the Christian Cullen Miracle Mile, and he just summed it up so well, and encapsulated what I think is one of the great performances in harness racing. Christian Cullen coming across, and we hadn't seen him in Australia.
Yeah.
He won I think the free for all New Zealand Cup, and he would scratch. So he'd come over and he was ready to go, and there was a massive boom on him, and he lived up to that boom. I think they bet 9-4 about him or something, and it was just money for jam. But as we go to the break, here is just about my favourite call in harness racing. It's Hilton Donaldson calling Christian Cullen in the 1998 Miracle Mile.
A lot. Franco hat-trick held up, looks a place chance. Heracles dropped out, but it's all Christian Cullen. He's 10 metres in front of TaylorMade Lombo. Then our Sir Vancelot, he's done it there. Now he's done it here. Hail the new Australasian champion, Christian Cullen. He won the Miracle Mile by 20 metres in a time of 1:54.4.
Battling on strongly, and back on the inside is Copperhead Lady, but Faking It is going to absolutely blitz them, and Faking It won the Oaks brilliantly for Madison Brown. Ruby Lavira ran second, third Copperhead Lady, and fourth with
Mort's Faking It. She's just a dominant filly, wasn't she?
Oh, outstanding. Won very easily. Very easily. Yeah, great drive by Madison.
Yeah, controlled the race.
Definitely, and just,
drove her like the best filly, won like the best filly.
Gapped them, absolutely gapped them. Ruby Lavira run on, did well to finish second.
Copperhead Lady, she looked like she was gone down the back.
She looked like she was well and truly gone. She fought on. It was good. But Faking
Better Than Life got into a little bit of trouble in the home turn, picked herself up and ran on. So, Faking It. There's just wouldn't have mattered.
It was in a different race. Different race.
It certainly was.
Tell you what, she got a good record, Madison Brown.
Yeah.
A good record.
Yeah.
Very good record.
Yeah. Well, the waxing lyrical in the winners' room afterwards. Senior and Karen and Johnny Fairweather and Bill of the team. They were wrapping up Madison as you would.
Well, you had Senior on the show, the other day, and he's very, very big supporter of Madison's.
Yeah.
Just driving in great form, and that was very dominant. Like you said, controlled the race.
Driven a Golden Nugget winner for you.
Absolute perler of a drive. Absolute perler.
I bet you watch that many occasions.
I watch it very often. The reason I watch it, one, because I love the fact that we beat. I love the fact that we beat the Eastern States horses, but great field and when wonderful to fly loomed. She was.
When I was over in Sydney, I chipped Jared Alchin about it, and he went, no, got me. Too good, you're too good.
Junior was very clear.
Yeah, he was clear, and he said, Cam shouldn't have taken off.
Yeah, very clear. But no,
anyway, he's a good man, Jared.
Yeah,
we welcome him back anytime he wanted to come over. He's a really good fella, but Madison was too good on that night.
Was. Great win.
Now, this segment, Mort, is brought to you our good mate, Steel Blue Boots. Ross Fitzgerald and the team at Steel Blue Boots, built for comfort, made for work, well over 700 stockists nationwide.
And as you know, Michael, they are a mark of true skill. They're designed for comfort, durability and choice. And whatever you do, Steel Blue Boots are tailor-made to help you do your best. And we've spoken about it many times about what they give back is there with their pink boots, and $10 from every pink boot sold goes to breast cancer, and unfortunately most of us in this world have been touched by
some sort of cancer.
Correct. And then $10 from every pair of blue boots goes towards Beyond Blue, which as we know is another outstanding charity as well. So they've donated over $1 million. Circa each one. So really, really good. But and apart from that, they're just great boots, Michael.
Yep, indeed. Great to have them a supporter of us as well.
Certainly is.
Great supporters. All right, now time to welcome in our form expert.
The great man. After a +8 last weekend.
Wasn't he in form? Bomber Hill, welcome to the program.
Hey guys, good to be back.
Good week.
Yeah, it was good. 3 winners, and other place bet. He ran 4th when he looked like he was going to get into a place. We almost got the lot, but good night.
Yeah, indeed.
Terrific night, Bomber. Terrific. We got a retrovision function here, not Friday night, but the one after, and we'll have our punters club, and we'll be hitting you up for all the tips. So just see if you can maintain that form for a little bit longer. It'd be very much appreciated.
Oh, I only hope so, Mort.
Good man, Bomber. All our listeners certainly hope so as well, because they stick by you through thick and thin.
Yeah, they sure do. And we've got a big meeting coming up. Great meeting. We've got the 4-year-old championship worth $50,000. We've got a prelude of the Derby, which is a golden ticket into the Derby, and also a great free-for-all, which gets to see Minstrel, Gee He's a Sport, Never Ending, and Mr. Smarty go around, amongst others. But the first race we got to kick off of the 10-race card, the first race is at 5:40, and we're going to kick off at race number 1, which is the prelude to the Derby. And let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. And we see When in Vegas, Jack Callaghan, $20 into 14. Lincoln Lou opened up $2.90, was the favourite. It's firmed even further. It's $2.20, holds the call. Lou L'Amour at $101. Elite Fleet opened 13, got out to 23, now at $16. Chase Me for the Halls. $2.80, pretty solid. Boy Blue at $7.50. Full Swing Denario $101. Rumble Strip at $7.50. And Major Mickey Wimpy at $61. And then the 2 runners off the back line, both from Team Bond. We've got Kinky at $19, the filly, and Captain's Creek at $41. Bomber. The first, the Derby Prelude. The winner goes through to the Derby. What do you like?
Yeah, with Lincoln Lou, Rads, I just have that unexplained, really poor performance when he led in the Binshaw, nagging away. But if we forget about that and then take him on all his other performances since coming to WA, he just leads and wins. I think he beat 2 of his major dangers here comfortably down at Bunbury. And we can forget he went around last week when he just sat last in an absolute procession and was impossible to make ground. But I think he'll lead, and the best version of him will be winning.
Interesting. We had Greg Bond from Team Bond on a little bit earlier, and they indicated that they'll be looking to give When in Vegas his chance to lead with Jack Callaghan aboard. So it'll be interesting to see how the start plays out, Bomber.
Yeah, well, that's a little surprise to me, but I guess they've got a couple of runners in the race, so it's not overly surprising when you think about it. But even if he sits up, Lincoln Lou, he's got a really good turn of foot, so I'm not going to give up on him if he can't lead.
And he's from the very, very powerful Michael Young stable, driven by Emily Savelko, who's just in terrific form right at the moment. Race number 1, the WA Derby Prelude for Taste of WA. Horse number 2, Lincoln Lou. What's the staking plan, Bomber?
Yeah, 2-unit bet. As I said, I like the way he's been going apart from that one unexplained run, so we'll give him his chance.
All right, that is the 3-year-olds in the opening race, the Taste of WA Derby Prelude. Then we move to race number 2, which is Win Behind the Scenes Experience Morts, which we talked about before.
Outstanding. The
race name, the photo with the horse, the winning horse and driver. Watch a race in the caller's box, ride in the mobile, visit to the steward's room, which most people don't want to do, but probably a better one. But the most important thing, you get to meet Peter O'Neill.
Well,
just
that's
tick, tick, tick.
Yeah. No, terrific bloke, Peter O'Neill, doing a wonderful job.
Doing a great job. Doing a really good job. Let's have a look at the Tab Touch market for his race number 2. And it is Chili Punter at $10, Soho Vesperlin at $10, Me Flash $26, Quinton at $4.20, Open $9.50, Touch $10 into $4.20, Quinton. Illawong Mustang at $101, Rock and Roll Artist at $3.90 in from 7, Safer, who's on that borderline for the Golden Nugget rankings at $5.50, but drawn awkwardly in barrier 7.
But does have Abby Vidovic on, Michael.
Flying. Little Happy Fella at 101. Instigator, the favourite. Out in 9, 320 to 440, back into 380. Holds the call in an open race. Dark Eyes, $21. The Little Master, first up for Team Bond, $15. And Flying Rumour, $61. Bomber, what have you got for us in race number 2?
Yeah, I thought Rock and Roll Artist was a great chance of crossing. He's probably not as blistering off the arm as he once was, but Aiden's a really good gate driver, as we know, and I think he can get across, and he's matured into a really strong type and not just the speed horse he once was. So, he's raced against much better opposition over the last 12 months and raced really well in that grade, and if he does cross, he's going to give him plenty of a chase.
Certainly got the best in the business and getting him out of the gates and to the lead bomber and Aiden de Campo. So race number 2 over the 2130. Winner behind the scenes experience pace. Horse number 6, Rock and Roll Artist for Aiden de Campo. What's the staking plan?
Yeah, he's a 1 unit bet. I think his price is probably about right now, and he probably does have to lead to win, but yeah, I think he can.
All right. Now, we mentioned the Derby prelude in the first race. Having a look at the Tab Touch market, the futures, all in betting Morts. Better Fortune 170. Bit short, Bomber?
Short.
Yeah, he really needs a sort of 1 or 2 barrier draw to get that price, and needs a couple of others to draw poorly. I would have thought you wouldn't be going into that at this point. That's for sure.
Probably a reaction to Cyclone Geordie coming out, who would have been a deserved odds-on favourite, but Better Fortune should be favourite, but whether it's $1.70 is a different matter of fact. Chase Me at $3.60. Interesting runner here. On $6 the third line in betting, Jack's Ultimate Fury for Russell Jack, who's going around the heat of the Victoria Derby on Saturday night at Melton. Well bred, he's the fella out of Major Reality.
Right.
But he's going around at Melton. So obviously someone's had a bet on it, and it might be coming over. You never know if they can get a flight over. Good to have Russell Jack over. Lincoln Lose at $6.50, Troubadour at $8.50, Faking at the filly at $9. They're the runners under double figures. So with Cyclone Geordie coming out, it's really
certainly changed the market.
Changed the market indeed. But the favourite and a short price favourite is Better Fortune. As we go to the break, here is Better Fortune winning his way through to the WA Derby with a win in the prelude.
Yes, in the straight though, Better Fortune from Troubadour, and then Chase Me, Better Fortune the leader from Troubadour, Chase Me back on the inside. It's Better Fortune from Troubadour and Chase Me, Better Fortune in front near the line from Chase Me, Troubadour, and Better Fortune beat Chase Me, Troubadour. And then came Belly Up back behind. Quinton has raced up with Alter Tribute trying to lift. Quinton the outside and Alter Tribute coming back on Quinton. It's Alter Tribute just in front of Quinton. Alter Tribute clinging on from Quinton, and Alter Tribute has won. Alter Tribute beat home Quinton. Maximum Rock third. Fourth in follow Rock and Roll. And then...
It was a good performance from Alter Tribute. Really had to do it the hard way.
Very, very tough. Yeah, they really had to slog it out to the line. So did very well to get the win. Good drive, Junior.
Yep.
Got everything out of the horse he possibly could.
And he's obviously going for the Retrovision Golden Nugget. I just don't have... Did I give you the rankings? He's currently in the market. He's $11. Just Call Me Mickey, $3. Franco Motu at $4.60. Copycat Queen at $10. Alter Tribute at $11. Then Nathan Street at $13, who's an Eastern Stater.
Right.
I think he's another one of Russell Jack's from memory. Nathan Street. Amenem Shah at $13 as well. Also Lion Queen and Golden Load also at 13. Sweet Pins 15. Currently Alter Tribute in the top 10. He's at 10.
Yep. Good. So good win.
Really good win.
Really good win.
Really good win. Now this segment brought to you by Retrovision, your local WA electrical appliance specialist, where RAC members receive an additional 5% every day. Morts, how did it cope with you not being there for a week?
And it coped very easily, Michael, which was the concern. But no, it was a great week. It's always a good weekend at Retrovision. But October is bonus month, so we've got big bonuses on products store-wide. We've got up to $450 cash back on the large refrigeration heading into Christmas. We've got up to $400 Retrovision gift card on air conditioning. Get in and install now because summer comes the same time every year. Quick. So there's lots happening at Retrovision. So get into your local Retrovision store. Just tell them that you listen to Talking Trots and Michael Radley sent you. And
then they say, who? And you go, Glen Mortimer. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
And they'll look after you. No, they'll gladly look after you at any one of our Retrovision stores. And if you're in the harness industry and you're looking to buy something, just send me a DM in the Twitter and I'll gladly get a good price for you.
And Greg Bond, before we were on air today, was put in a big order.
So, and Bondi,
and supports you a lot.
Bondi buys everything from Retrovision and we look after him. So terrific. Great support from the harness racing industry, Michael.
The next race we got to look at is race number 4. It's the free-for-all, and what a great free-for-all it is. It's the book into the Beau Rivage for fireworks, which is Italian Night on the 7th of November, featuring the Retrovision Golden Nugget. And let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. We got Longreach Bay, $61 into 51. He's a Sport for Team Bond, $4 to $2.90.
Wow, big move.
Bricky's Dream, 19, pretty solid. Minstrel, $2.70 to $2.15. So they've come for both the Bond runners. I'm a 5-star General, $151. High price at $126. Scratch Al Capone, Never Ending, $13. Pretty solid. Actually got out from $7, but holding solid at $13. Hot Footed at $201.
Now, Michael, that's probably about $1,000 off the price it should be. What's it doing in the race?
I'm not sure. Miss the Naught, is that what you're saying?
What's it doing in the race?
Not sure. Actually had some support. It was $201 to $251. Someone thought that was a good price. It's back into $201. Don't think it would have taken much, but anyway.
It's got a rating of 50.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, probably could have went around with 11, eh?
But how does it get in a race?
I'm not too
like
sure.
That?
I'm not too sure.
What if it drew well?
Yeah, that's an issue.
It is. Look, sure, Phil, he's not going to be thrilled with me, but it just shouldn't be in the race.
I think you're stating facts. Arden's Horizon, listen to this for a fluctuation, 23 to 151. Out the gate.
What?
Couldn't have got out the gate further.
Ollie, can you go and count the legs on
Arden's Horizon?
Make sure it's still got 4. Wow, that's a big drift.
23, yeah. Mr. Smarty, $2.80 opened up favourite, or almost favourite, out to $4. And Hotly Pursued, who was good last week, but goes to the back line, he's $12 to $31.
Tell you what, he was terrific last week.
He was. Different race this week, though.
Yeah, of course.
He'll be off the back.
Of course, but Mr. Smarty, $4.
Yeah.
Great big support for Gee He's a Sport and Minstrel.
As we go to Bomber, how much are we having on Hot Footed? Bomber?
How many units?
Yeah,
How many units?
I think we might leave him alone. And Arden's Horizon's probably not far from the same boat, to be honest, at $23. How do you go up $23? That's ridiculous.
They might have missed the decimal point.
I think so.
I'll be.
This could be our last. This could be our last show. Don't,
with Minstrel.
Bomber, before you go. This could be our last show. Don't worry about the station selling. we can retire ourselves after this show.
Yeah, I think.
Go
for it though. What do you got for us?
No, we've minstreled the class, so I think he can just about bully his way to the top. And if that's the case, he'll be winning. I think even from the breeze, which is he's won plenty of races and good races from the breeze, so that holds no fears for him. And he was very good first up when he chased home Magnificent Storm in a 54 last half, impossible to make any ground. And I just think class will rise to the top given the barrier draws. I'm really keen.
Interesting barrier draw. We've got Longreach Bay, who obviously is very fast out, but you would think would look to, take a set. You've got Bricky's Dream, who's also... So, Gee He's a Sport's got a fast one on its inside, and Minstrel's got a fast one direct to its inside. So, how do you see them after the first 300 or 400 metres, Bomber?
I thought Bricky's Dream could probably cross, to be honest, Sports. The one won't want to get involved as much as he does have plenty of speed. He'd be happy to be 3 or 4 pegs in a race like this. So I really thought the 3 could just about burn them off and then just about take a sit on Minstrel. That's the way I hope it plays out.
Okay, all right, interesting. So race number 4, horse number 4, book into Beau Rivage for Fireworks Night, MS Pace. What's the staking plan for number 4, Minstrel, for Greg and Sky Bond?
Yeah, he's a 3-unit bet. They're just, the more I look at it, the more confident I get that he just either gets an easy breeze or manages to find his way to the front.
All right, in the final race, we're going to have a deep dive into its race number 6. This is the Happy Birthday Mark Council. Happy birthday, Mark. 2130 metres. Let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. We've got Sunshine Swift at 41, Pocket the Change 11, Better Arcade 14, Cover Note 17, Fleur de Marquis at 41. The Iron Duke, open up $1.40, touched $1.55, and punters took a little bit of that. He's into $1.45, pronounced favourite. Take a height at $19. Follow Rock and Roll 21. Queen in the Corner 31. And off the back line, we got Off the Charts, $13 to $9. And Chivalry, $14 to $9. What do you got for us in race number 6, Bomber?
Yeah, actually, thought Chivalry was a nice place bet here. He drops in class. He comes up with a second row barrier, obviously, but he's a horse that can do a little bit of work in his races, so I think he can overcome that. And with a favourite looking to push forward from off the track, I'm hopeful there's a bit of speed underneath, and they run that first quarter and lead time in good time, and that'll give Chivalry a chance to get into the race. And I think he can definitely run a place, if not win, at the price.
Currently at even money, $2 for the place. Trained and driven by Lindsay Harper. Had a great winner last week with Captain Ravishing. So
too distant future.
Stable going extremely well. So in race number 6, Bomber, horse number 12, Chivalry for the place. What's the how many units?
Yeah, 2 units more. So I think he just gets the right run.
Here we go. Even money, 2 units. Ooh, thank you.
Good way to finish the night. But no multis tonight, Bomber?
I've shelved the multi this week. I've been finding a few winners, but geez, the multis have been horrible, Rad. So we'll shelve it for this week, and I'll have a look next week, I think.
All right, beautiful. Bomber, hopefully the form continues from last Friday night, and we're rolling in money by the time we get to the end of the meeting.
Yeah, let's hope so. It'll be good to get another couple of winners and, another good night's race.
Yep, good night's racing. Great, like some really good horses. And next week we roll into the Western Gateway. So the good races don't stop over the next 2 months, Bomber.
No, that's for sure.
We might. We might, but the races won't.
The races won't.
All right, mate. Thanks for your help, and we might speak to you next week.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Thanks, guys.
All right. So there we go. Scott Bomber Hill, who's doing a great job.
He's been in good form. He had the +8 a few weeks back. He had a +12.
Yeah, big one.
So he's had a couple of really good weeks. Yeah. And, of course, our man Ollie has been in great form as well. So,
and we're
plenty of winners.
We're about to hear from Ollie and get his tips in the next segment. But
yeah, looking forward to it.
This is the race that he's been waiting for us to play all show.
It must be out of the very powerful Michael Young
stable. Out of the very powerful.
Wouldn't be Penny Black, would it?
Well, it might be. It might be. There's there's only 2 that he wants us to play. They're either out of Michael Young or a certain junior driver.
Yeah, driven by Liam Elliott.
And maybe we can get Liam Elliott on a couple of Michael Young's horses. He's on a few. Yeah.
I like what I see on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll get a few more.
And of course, he's been on the show.
Of course he has. Yep. Of course he has. But Metro, we might see if we can get him on a couple in the Metro area. But G-Shoe is good, Morts.
She's just a wonderful mare.
Isn't she?
One of the best. Just really, yeah.
Talk
strong.
Talk about powerful ownerships. We've got the big cat.
Yep.
We got Ollie.
Then trained by the very powerful Michael.
Is
Young.
Adam Durant in it?
Yeah, he is.
Adam Durant, the thoroughbred.
There we go. That is a
trainer. It's a star-studded lineup, and they all love her.
And she deserves it. She deserves it.
Yeah. As we go to the break, here's Emily Savalco with Penny Black. winning the mares race last week.
Gets to the outside, so it's Penny Black hitting the front with Artie by the Seaside down the outside. Penny Black the leader. Artie by the Seaside's coming. It's going to be too late though. Penny Black clear from Artie by the Seaside and Wonderful to fly, and Penny Black wins it well. Artie by the Seaside always looked like running second. Pursuit of Mr. Smarty, Captain Ravishing raced up with Hotly Pursued the inside, fighting back, but Captain Ravishing in front. Big win. Captain Ravishing beat Hotly.
Yeah, Captain Ravishing beat Mr. Smarty, hotly pursued. In the end, they'll reverse. So Mr. Smarty ran second from hotly pursued. They'll reversed from across the line, but had the good set on Mr. Smarty and got over the top of the horse.
Yeah, it was terrific. Certainly was, and he's been an enigmatic horse over the journey.
Yeah, no, he's one of those horses.
He has, from very young age, he looked like being.
Oh, it was the standout 4-year-old of his year before the Chariots of Fire.
Yeah, amazing.
And then Catch a Wave beat him in the Chariots of Fire. Then went on the Mid-America Mile.
Yeah,
and he's sort of been up and down since then. But he was his turn of speed's phenomenal.
It was good. A great job by Lindsay Harper to get him back.
Yeah,
to
because his trial didn't look great first up.
No,
but he's raced really well. So
so no, well done by Lindsay Harper to get him up, and it was a great win. Really good win.
Now this segment is brought to you by Bayswater Mazda. Driving is better in a Bayswater Mazda, corner of Guildford and Garrett Road, Morts, and no doubt it was a pleasure to get to where you were going last week.
Certainly was. Just smooth sailing all the way up to Gilderton was great, nice and comfortable. And as the Mazda 626, if you needed to overtake, and we didn't. But if you need to overtake, you got the turbo and just, beautiful. So lovely car, and of course they're better because it's from Bayswater Mazda. They get extra polish before they leave, and the team down there look after you, and they've got the best coffee in Perth. So get down to Bayswater Mazda and get your new Mazda.
I probably would have slipped in the Bayswater Mazda rather than the tent. Just saying.
I've got to tell you, there's one night there where it was a chance.
Now, before we introduce Ollie, I didn't mention it in the news, but they inducted some Hall of Fame members in Victoria last week, and they elevated Gavin Lang from Hall of Fame to legend, which is well deserved. One of the greats, Gavin, and wonderful. But I've got to say, there was a couple of journos. Peter Wharton, who's a breeding journalist, and Lenny Baker, who's been here to Gloucester Park many a time, used to do a community show and did a lot of content on WA. But Johnny Caldo got inducted, and great mate of mine, Johnny. He's one of the great guys.
You've spoken highly of him.
John James Caldo.
Times. Yep.
Yeah, and he's a wonderful fella. Came on our show when we were at SEN.
He did.
All those years ago. I think he was at Maryborough one day, and
we had him
came
there.
on.
I think we'd had Tim Tetrick just a few weeks before or after as well. So had some big names.
No, we sure did. But Lenny the Shark as well was inducted, winner of the Inter Dominion over here in Perth. But yeah, Johnny Caldo, I think he's driven something like 9 Oaks, Johnny. Over 4,000 winners, and at one stage held the record for most consecutive 100 wins in a season. And I think it's since been broken by a couple. But yeah, really good friends, him and Marie, and their kids, Lauren and Maddie. They're probably the nicest kids I've ever met. They don't fight. Like, they've always been really, like, I couldn't believe it coming from my family. They actually liked each other. Like, I was like, okay. That happens, does it?
Yeah.
But Marie rings me every year on my birthday. But Johnny, spoke to him not that long ago. They were driving home from somewhere, but it's he's getting grey. Almost, I said to him, "You're getting as grey as me."
Aren't we? You're white.
I'm white, but
yeah.
But it was great to see John James Caldo going into the Hall of Fame, and well deserved by everyone who was inducted over there. And I think we're inducting at our Harness Awards now, Hall of Fame. We had a few this year, including Baltic Eagle and a few others. So. But great to see the Victorians acknowledging those.
It certainly is.
All right, Ollie, welcome to the program. Big week last week.
Yeah, it was. It was a good week of racing, and nice to find a few winners there.
Good.
It is a really good weekend of racing coming up this weekend as well, and we've got the heats of the Derby at Melton, which is really exciting. We were talking about Captain Ravishing just earlier, and there were talks at one point leading into the Derby of his year whether he would win or whether Leap to Fame would win, and I think Leap to Fame ended up beating him, but leading into the race, it really was.
Oh, there was a lot of talk.
It was an interesting betting battle, and also leading in, people thought Captain Ravishing might have been able to knock him off, but wasn't to be in the end.
They clashed in a couple of derbies. Leap to Fame on the New South Wales Derby early in the season. He wasn't quite there, Captain Ravishing, then he exploded. Yeah. And by the time they got to the Victorian Derby, tell you what, we were down in Bunbury, Morts. We watched it together, I think. If we didn't, we watched the heats. We're in the motel at Bunbury at Tommy's charity.
Buchanan's
charity function. Yeah, that was that night.
Yeah, okay. That was a while.
There
a
we
couple
go.
of years back.
The things we remember.
Yes.
I think when he really bounced onto the scene, Leap to Fame, was when he won that Queensland Derby, and he sat outside the leader, and I think he beat Can't Find a Better Man, but he'd just done so much work, and he had every right to get tired, but he just pulled away and won, and you thought, gee, this horse might be a little bit special, but none of us could have ever known what he'd go on to do and how good he'd go on to be. Yeah,
not this special.
Yeah,
it's different.
Incredible.
Different level.
Yeah.
Different
He
level.
goes around in the
smoke him up.
Yeah. And it won't matter.
Yeah, I think it's about $1.03.
$1.03 is.
It's good value.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I'd be throwing in multis for sure,
Yeah.
Last time I tried to tip him on this show, you gave
well,
me a bit of stick for
you
it.
Can't,
so.
you can't be tipping Leap to Fame.
Can't be doing that.
No, if you're tipping Leap to Fame, you're not, mate, you're not listening to the show. But a big weekend. We've got Saturday night. We got Narrogin. There's 7 races, and as Mort said, the feature is the Gary and Janine Scott 3-year-old Westbred Great Southern Derby. Gary, obviously a committeeman, and his lovely wife here at Gloucester Park. Yep. And it's a good race. And then we go to Collie. You're backing up at Collie for the travelling, Ollie?
Oh, I'll think about it and see how I go on Friday. If I strip out on Friday, I might not want to make a trip to Collie.
Well, if you're looking for a driver, what time are you heading down, Michael?
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one, Morts. As long as I can borrow the Mazda.
The Mazda.
It might be okay.
You might need a tent too.
Indeed. And Albion Park will get a few tips. You're tipping at Albion Park, not going to Melton or Menangle for their big nights?
No, it's just really good racing there. I thought one that was formerly trained by Chantel Turpin there at Melton.
Is that with really Jason Grimson?
Yeah, it is.
Luke McCarthy driving?
Yeah, it's hard to beat that combination of drivers, isn't driver and trainer.
I can tell you it's race number 4, number 2, Our Sweet Delight, currently 205 on Tab Touch.
Yeah, it was a really promising horse with the Chantel Turpin stable, but just since joining Jason Grimson really has taken that next step. Won a couple of races at Menangle and did it pretty softly, so I think he can find the front and he's going to be pretty hard to beat.
It's a good race, that. We've got Our Sweet Delight 205 drawn 2, Fader Waits for Grant Dixon in 3 at 320. Jack's Ultimate Fury, who's in the market for the WA Derby, he's at $13, and there's a horse from the Emma Stewart stable, drawn 8, by the name of Storms Collide, who his mare is now in WA and has got a yearling on the ground. It might be down in Boyna.
Yeah,
and it might be part owned. The yearling might be part owned by the man in the red shirt sitting across from us.
So it's definitely going to win
Storm.
a few big races.
Yeah, he's a nice looking colt as well. But yeah, so he's a really nice horse, Storms Collide. He won, ran second last week, but was a really good run. But
Storms Collide.
Yeah,
and that's exactly where you want to be at Melton, isn't it?
Out of Tiger Storm, what's think about it?
Yes, we have
and always be Mickey. Is that right?
Yes, always be Mickey. Yeah, Tiger Storm.
Yes, and Storms Collide is by
very nice.
The Storm Inside.
Very nice looking.
Very nice looking. Yeah, very nice looking. Anyway, that's Melton. So there's the tip from Ollie, race 4, number 2, Our Sweet Delight, currently 205 on Tab Touch. But we're going to kick off Saturday night at Narrogin, and as I said, 7 races, 6:02 the first.
I'm going to get my Michael Young and Liam Elliott tip out the way early. First tip of the night, first tip of the day.
Listen, if you thought Leap to Fame was a good thing at 103, it would have been 101 that Ollie is tipping Michael Young and Liam Elliott.
That's the perfect.
Yeah,
perfect storm for you. The very powerful and Liam Elliott.
Oh, they're both flying at the moment, so you really can't go too wrong. Liam's driving a lot of winners, and Michael's training a lot of winners. He's leading the premiership still at the moment. So, in race 3, I like what I see. Who's owned by the very powerful
Hayden King.
He owns her, and she was a really good winner last start. They ran home a pretty quick last quarter. She'd done a lot of work in the run, and she was still able to power away and win pretty impressively. So it seems like she's gotten better and better each run, and I think coming into this race, she might be able to force her way to the front, and if you do that around Narrogin, you're always going to be very hard to beat. So she's got good gate speed. If she can lead in that race, I think she's going to take plenty of running down there.
All right, that's race 3, number 3. And I tell you what, in the gig, we used to do a thing called the Golden Gig. We used to give points to junior drivers and they end up winning a gig. If Ollie was in charge of that, he'd win by the length of the straight.
Panels.
Liam?
Yeah.
There'd be an inquest into it.
Luke McCarthy jokes that he won 3, but he was winning 200 races a year. It wasn't hard, but he'd be a complete moral Liam Elliott in the Golden Gig if we continued it.
But he is good. I must admit, I'm a fan.
If we do continue, we might have to get a junior driver award and give points for the junior driver of the week, and at the end we'll have to give him something. We'll get a rich vision.
Yeah, we can do that.
If we continue.
Yeah, if we continue.
It could be a really short competition.
After tonight, Michael, we'll just wait and see if we're here next Thursday.
Could be a very short competition anyway. So Liam will win.
Yep.
There's some really
Abby's a chance.
There's some really good.
We're very lucky. Yeah. You know, Brianna, Edmund. Who else we got?
Kyla Madden. She's doing really well as well, and. Lachlan Kennelly, he's driven a few winners recently. Tom Nally.
Yeah.
There's plenty of good junior drivers. There's plenty more, which we haven't mentioned there as well. But it's great to see them doing so well, and getting those opportunities just really helps. Getting more experience makes a massive difference. The second selection we've got there at Narrogin is in race 6, and it's one where I'm interested by a little driver switch here. Lauren Harper jumps onto Fly Eagle Rose. This horse doesn't have the best numerical form, but I think it could go around a decent price here, and it'll certainly be worth something each way. I think he can get forward in this race, potentially hold the advantage on the likely favourite Bogart, who is a horse with plenty of ability, but he hasn't done a lot of racing, and he's drawn wide in this race. So there are certainly a few queries there. It's 2,200, so I think if Fly Eagle Rose can get forward, if she could lead this race, she'd certainly take a bit of running down. So I'm keen to go that way at potentially a bit of value.
Good driver in front, Lauren Harper. Very good driver.
All right, that's 3,362 at Narrogin Friday night. We head to Collie on Sunday, 7 races, the first at 1:34 p.m.
Yeah, and Collie is a track which you really, really want to get out in front at, and going with one here which I expect to be leading in race 4, and that's Miles McKevy. He was able to lead a couple of starts ago and proved too good there. He's a good front runner. He's won a couple of races now in Western Australia when he's been able to lead. He won a race at Gloucester Park and led all the way and looked to do it all pretty comfortably not too long ago. And I think he should get every chance here if he's able to show enough gate speed to lead, which I think he can. There's no real brilliant beginners in this race. Ashanti Princess was a very good winner last start, but this is probably a little bit of a step up in grade. So I think Miles McKevy with Kyla Madden on board, another junior driver that's going really well at the moment, can get the front. And if he does get the front, I can see him being really hard to run down.
That's 4, number 2?
4, number 2, yep.
And what else you got for us?
And in race 6, I'm going with a Michael Young trained horse and Emily Savalco driven horse, and I do have a share in him, Bobby Waterhouse. So,
okay.
But I really do think this horse has turned a corner, and his last few starts have been much better. Seems to have sorted a few of his problems out, and last start, he made great ground there at Collie into third. He was only beaten a couple of metres, and I thought he was quite poorly handicapped in that race. So he did well to get that close. There's no feeling aces in this race who was able to take that race out last week after having a 10-metre handicap advantage on him. There's probably no horses in this race off a similar mark to him, which I don't think he could beat. So if he's able to step away cleanly, I think he can settle up nice and close there. If they run along, I can see him certainly being hard to hold out late. So just hoping for a little bit of speed on. He can over-race a little bit, but if there is, I think he's going to be running on strongly.
All right. Are you happy with the handicap this week?
Same handicap this week, but without feeling aces there, I think it's probably more of a fair handicap. Last week with feeling aces, its most recent win was in a metro race, and it was moved up 10 metres. So I don't really know how that worked when our latest wins have been at Kellebear and over the lightning lap at Pinjarra, but it is what it is, and he was good. So looking forward to Sunday. All
right, that's race 4, number 2, and race 6, number 7 at Collie. Albion Park, Saturday night. Big night of racing on the East Coast. As we mentioned, the Derby and Oaks heats at Melton, along with the Smoking Up Sprint, and we've also got the 2-year-old Breeders' Challenge semi-finals at Melton, as well as the Kevin Robinson Memorial. Albion Park, first race, it's 5:39, so what's that, 3:39 our time. And as usual, a good number of races on the card. There's 9 races tomorrow on Saturday night. What do you got for us?
I'm keen on one in race 2. I think it's going to be leaders back here in Red Star Deal. Exclusive Hunter. Hustler was able to lead recently and was beaten by a horse called Beyond Doubt, who went around today at Albion Park and was a winner there. So looks pretty good form for Exclusive Hustler. I think it's the right horse to be following, and Red Star Deal has been in awesome form recently, scored a few wins when able to lead all the way. I don't think there's any issues sitting on the pegs on the back of them. I think he's a horse that actually goes better following a helmet. He can get a little bit keen. I think following the leader in this race, he's going to get every chance, and if the gaps appear for him late, I think he's going to be really hard to hold out. So keen to be with Red Star Deal on an each-way basis.
All right, that's a race 2, number 8, and the ultimate driver is aboard in Angus Garrard, who I think drive 1,000 winners recently?
Yeah, he did.
Racked up his 1,000 winner, which is amazing for our young years.
I think he might have broken the record for fastest to 1,000.
Yeah, okay.
He's been driving really well.
All right, and what else? What else at Albion Park?
In race 8, I'm going with one that was beaten last start, but I think it went quite well in Windy Hill Tara. Quite a classy mare, and she's done a lot of her racing in Bathurst for the stable of Amanda Turnbull, and she turns up here for the stable of Jack Butler. Last start, she just seemed to over-race quite badly there over the 2100, and she was picked up late by a horse that's racing again in this race in Sweet Edition. That horse was able to get a really good run, 3 back the pegs, and the gaps opened up all at the right time for it to run over the top. I think this time Windy Hill Tara can be out in front. Probably one of the roughies more than likely to be on her back in Mahindi, and if Windy Hill Tara is able to control things a little bit better out in front and maybe settle slightly better, I think she'll be really, really hard to beat in a Band 5 where she looks quite well placed as a mare that's won some quality races in the past.
Jack Butler trains, Chloe Butler drives. No surprise Jack gets the Turnbull horses that are going up. Very close to the Turnbull family is Jack, and Windy Hill Tara, race 8, number 1. All right, pull us up. Yeah, no more others in the in Melton or Menangle?
No,
there is some really good racing on though. No doubt you'll be watching though, Wally.
Oh, it's a fantastic night of racing there on Saturday. Really looking forward to it. There's great card at Albion Park. I really did think across the board there was some really nice races there. I'm keen to see in one of the races later in the card Turn It Up go around again. He's a bit of a marvel, that old
Isn't
horse. It's just amazing. Every sort of few months you think, oh, maybe that's the end of him, but his last couple of runs have been terrific, and he's still racing so well at the moment. So it would be fantastic to see him score another win because he's been such a good horse for so long.
Yep, Sneaky Graham trains. Brendan Barnes got the drive on Friday night. It's Cownie on losing the race. who won last week.
One of the
winners.
And he was a good winner.
It was. Yeah.
Long way up in class on Saturday night. Whisperer's Secret, Tim's a Trooper, Hot and Treacherous, Turn It Up.
Yeah, it's a really strong race, that one. I think maybe Coney Island Lou was probably a few runs off matching it with that grade. Probably still has a few issues being able to settle in his races. But I think the good version of Coney Island Lou would certainly
he's got a lot of ability.
Yeah, he does. He just maybe doesn't do everything right all the time.
He gets 3 pegs in that race. He might run on and produce a nice run.
Yes, I certainly think he'll be thereabouts.
Okay, all right. So big weekend. Big weekend of racing again. Did you have one at Gloucester Park that you liked?
Oh, a few at Gloucester Park that I liked.
May as well get one more while we're here.
Why not?
Yeah, there was one that
It'll be our last show.
Go out with a bang, mate.
I was actually really keen on the chances of Star Lily later in the card. She was so good there behind Rack Lou. At the moment, she's $1.75, but I certainly think we'll probably get a better price than that tomorrow. And I think she could lead, and she can be really, really hard to run down there. She was great chasing what was a really strong speed last start, and if she's able to control things out in front, it's certainly a competitive race, but I think she's going well enough to win a race like this.
I promised Silky I'd give the guest in the first segment for the Rest Vision preview. It's Gary Hall Jr.
Well, Michael, no one's listening now, so there's no point. There's no point.
Are you on the preview tomorrow morning?
I think so, yeah.
You're back?
And then Trent, he's back next week, I think.
He's back after his sojourn.
Yeah, he'll be nice and refreshed.
Yeah. Won't he? Although chasing after kids all over Japan might tire him out.
You've done a good job, Bolly, on
the done a great job.
Park preview. Really been a good contributor and done well. Really
it's been really good being on there with Matt and Silky. They're really
great, aren't they?
We're really clever guys, and you know it's great hearing different perspectives on races because there's just things you might not have considered or thought about because there's so many different ways things can play out.
Yeah. Will you be back with the quiz?
Got it all sorted. Yeah, no, I just couldn't risk being in range, so I decided last week I wouldn't. But we were just talking about the...
You need to do a double, because you missed last week, the double voucher for the double bonus. October.
There we go. $200 tomorrow.
There we go. Hey, we make executive decisions on this show, Morts.
Just trying to think, is it... it's not the easiest one, so that's good.
There you go, okay.
Now, we were just talking earlier on about, the change, from Tab Radio to SEN, and we were just saying how lucky we are with the Gloucester Park preview, and the depth of knowledge we have on that show is fantastic. We're very lucky.
Oh, absolutely. And you walk past people there at Gloucester Park on a Friday or a Tuesday. Everyone listened to it. Yeah. People will say, why didn't you have my horse on top? Actually, Karen and Gary Hall Sr. said, why didn't you have Faking it on top? And I was like, I put Better Than Life on top. I thought she was going quite well, and they were right. They knew Faking it too good in the end from the breeze.
Certainly was. Yeah, no, it's a great show. So, no, doing a very good job, Ollie.
Yep, no doubt.
Keep finding the winners.
Yeah, you're in tomorrow with Silky. Sorry, Silky. No, Silky be listening.
You'll be guaranteed.
Yes. Sorry, Silky. I meant to say Gary Hall Jr. is the guest, and he's got another, as always, a great book of draws.
Yeah, he got a treble last Friday.
On the back of Bondi here tonight.
Yep.
We got Gary Hall Jr. there tomorrow. Ollie, thanks for your help, not only in the tips, but also pressing the buttons and getting us to air.
Thanks very much, guys. Yeah.
Terrific. Thank you.
We will this week, but
you might have to take.
Hang on.
You might have to take it down.
I've just spied something. Race 8.
Oh.
At Gloucester Park tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call out tomorrow. Yeah. It's the Happy Birthday Angelo and David Vellis. And of course,
they got a function tomorrow in Quinnies, the Vellis.
And Ange, who's been a part of a lot of our horses. Yep. And his dad. David, who I've met a couple of times, terrific bloke. So having a double birthday, celebrating, I think, 100 years between the two of them.
There we go.
At Quinnies there. So, good shout out to Ange for his birthday tomorrow and his dad.
And they've got Never Ending going around.
Yes, they do. Terrific. I just spied that. They've got the race name.
No, they've got a function. There's a big function in Quinnies for them. And
it's great.
A lot of work's gone into it, and no doubt they're going to have a great night. The Brennans will be there as you'd expect.
Yeah, look, I think we'll be gone by about 1:30.
Yeah. Can you lock up? Just lock up, Morts.
Yeah.
As you've done a couple of times.
Just about. Yeah, no, it should be a great night.
All
and
right.
some great racing and terrific people, the Vallaces, so should be good.
Beautiful. All right, Ollie, thanks for your help, as always.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck tomorrow in the preview.
Thank you.
Get plenty of winners.
Looking forward to it.
Morts, welcome back. Great to have you back.
Glad to be back, and we'll have to align our diaries for next time I go camping, so you can.
So I can just block it out and then go away.
I reckon you.
Interstate.
I can just see you baiting up the hook, fishing, camping.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Not very well.
No.
No. Not very well, but
no. It's good to be back, Michael. And
it's good to have you back, Morts.
Looking forward to tomorrow night. Some great racing and some good racing coming up, and we'll be back again possibly next Thursday.
Looking forward to hearing the question tomorrow for the double.
Yeah, double. I got to that's a $200 voucher tomorrow. So have a listen.
And also see you tomorrow night with your star pacer going around.
Yep. Looking forward to it. Terrific race.
Great race.
Intriguing with Mr. Smarty off the back and intriguing race. And plenty of speed up front, so it should be good.
Tactical battle.
Yeah, should be great.
All right. Thanks for your help. Thanks everyone for listening. Glad you stuck on. Our loyal listeners or listener. And maybe until next week.
That will be Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie listens to the whole lot.
Yeah, Charlie.
He's a ripper.
He is.
We need to have
comments.
We need to have Charlie on one night.
If we continue, yes.
If we continue, I think we should get Charlie on one night.
For sure.
Have a chat to him. He
loves WA racing.
Yeah, sounds like a terrific bloke. Follows our racing very closely. I'm sure he could find us a couple. He always loves throwing out the early and the late quaddies.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he?
So we might get him on.
And great supporter, likes and retweets everything that we do, and loves racing in WA.
And why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Exactly. All right, Charlie. Hope you enjoyed the show.
We'll speak to you in a couple of weeks.
We'll speak
Possibly.
Speak to you next week. Until then, it's bye for now.